Welcome, welcome to the Illuminated Hearts space. I love glow-in-the-dark things. I'm such a child. Glitter, glow-in-the-dark. I don't think I will ever grow up. Not ever. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the forest part of Forest Fairy. I'll put this pretty necklace over here. My name is Mary Moses, and I am an oracle. I do an ancient art form known as scrying. In this ancient art form, it is the origin of the word scripture. The voice of spirit is telepathic and will send you telepathic pictures like a face or maybe a sacred geometrical shape or a number or a song or some words somewhere, maybe even a crystal, a stone. And so this voice of spirit is why we're here. We want to hear it. We want to obey it. We want to listen to it. We want to shift into a space where we are all clear and clean to go with a divine flow, which leads us to a divine place. And we don't want to forsake it and get lost in a swamp of sadness or in the deep woods of darkness. We want the light, we want the truth, and we want life energy. Yeah, we do. I do, anyway. I mean, maybe some of you guys aren't in the mood, you know. I'm in the mood. I'm in the mood to not be under mind control and not be in a world that has to suffer. And I'm, you know, I want us to shift past it. And I think it's possible. I do believe in magic and miracles. And so that's why I'm here, is to push us all to our adepthood and to push you into you and to let you know that you have the answers within you and that you can become an oracle and you can hear the voice of spirit and you can speak spirit and you can walk spirit and think spirit. And this spirit of truth and the spirit of life is connected to many other minds across the universe. It is universal. And so these truths don't really change very much. So welcome. We are going to be reading for my Michelle. And Michelle has been following us for a little while. Michelle, spirit, I'm trying to put my wand somewhere. I have this wand. Let's put it on here. That's his wand anyway. Spirit brought me a jar of Valentine hearts for you. I really think Spirit wants you to know that there are many souls in water, in rocks. Christ said, turn over a stone and there I am also. Okay, where are you? I don't see you. Right? There are so many hearts and souls that are all around us, in a tree, in the clouds, in the sun, in the earth, and animals and all this. And it's so easy to hear Spirit. We just have been so removed from the voice of Spirit. It reminds me of, look at all the hearts. Let's pick one for you. Let's see what it says. It says, laugh. You need to laugh more. We all need to laugh more, right? Not take everything so seriously. But in the movie 300, when the messenger came to the Spartan king, he said, what is your answer, king? Do you give up earth and water? Well, when you're a king, you understand symbology. You know that it's not just earth and water. Earth and water is body and soul. To sign a contract that you are giving up your body and soul to a God that is about self-importance and about materialism, and this Persian God that hurt people and enslaved people and put them under mind control. The Spartan king looked at the messenger and walked toward the abyss, a hole of the abyss, and wanted to make a decision about whether to fight the Persian king, and wanted to follow the divine order of God before doing so. So in the moment when he's standing by that big hole, the Spartan king looked at the setting sun. This means that this is the end of things. The wind blew over his sandals toward the west. This means the end of things. He looked up. He saw a mother holding a child. This was God saying, love and family, heart and soul, flesh and spirit are important. Then he saw the warrior boys, the boys fighting for what? For freedom. They were bred to fight for freedom. They were born to fight for freedom. Another communication from God. Yes, it is the end of days. It is time to fight for flesh and spirit and not sell your soul, body and soul, earth and water, to mind control. When he looked at his wife gave him a nod of approval. She was very wise too. She saw the same signs he saw. She didn't need to say a word. She said, yes, it is time. And so the Spartan king said, you come here with skulls, threatening our lives, threatening my queen. This is Sparta, and we fight for freedom, and kicked the messenger into the abyss. Not because of his own will, but because it was the will of God, because of the setting of the sun, the blowing of the wind, the mother and the child, the soldiers, and his wife. All the elements were there. So yes, there is a time to kill in Ecclesiastes. And when it is time, the Spartan king was eating an apple. The apple is always an apple of truth. And as he was eating this apple, it was the day before he died. He remembered the words of his wife. Take your shield and fight. And don't come back unless you have won or are on your shield, meaning dead. It is better to sacrifice the flesh than to lose your soul. That was the whole reason of that movie. Listening to the divine order of God, a divine flow. and not selling your soul to mind control. And these hearts are everywhere. Peacocks, trees, rainbows, movies, programs, everything. This is your higher self and spirit and Holy Spirit alive in all things, even under a stone, speaking to us constantly. And some of us don't want to listen to it, because I'll tell you what, if I say, hey, higher self, I want to go have some cake and some soda or maybe a big old cup of Starbucks coffee, when spirit knows that it makes my Taurus field mess up and I lose power and energy, and suddenly the light is too long before I turn into Starbucks, and suddenly there's the line into Starbucks is too long, and it looks like it's about to rain, and a song on the radio says, I can't get no satisfaction. That's no. I'm not allowed to have something that desecrates my holy temple, because I have a job to do. And sometimes I do have coffee and I go against the divine order of God. Do I get a consequence? No, not really. But I, for the most part, you get better and better at listening. And before you know it, when you see that it's raining and too many people are in line, and you know for a fact that too much coffee dehydrates you, makes you a little edgy, maybe angry, and isn't good for you, you finally obey the signs that says no. And then when something says yes, you'll see that too. And you do that. And it gets amazing. The synchronicities get amazing. So welcome, Michelle. What is spirit gonna say to you? Will he say today? What will she say, or he? Today. Let's see. Misha. Let's do a meditation. Michelle, let us be like 10 years old, and we're holding books, and we're going to Hogwarts, and you're feeling afraid, and you're holding your books very tightly, and I pull one of your pigtails, because you have pigtails, and you look at me, and you're a little upset, but then you're laughing. And and it was something that was abrupt, and it took you out of being afraid. But I knew that you were afraid, and so I tugged on you, and then I hugged you, and we laughed, and we knew everything was going to be okay. So I think that what I'm seeing for you is you're going into a new world, and a new world of learning, and you're a little afraid, and I want you to know that your spirit guide pulls on your pigtail sometimes and distracts you. And maybe you might get a little upset sometimes at it, but it's always to keep you from indulging in the way that we used to indulge. So let's put our butterfly, our Misha perfume on here. Welcome everyone to The Looking Glass. My name is Mary Moses. I call myself an oracle. I do an ancient art form called SCRYING. This is, if I already explained this, is covering a piece of paper with charcoal and seeing chaos, but then seeing order out of chaos in the form of symbology, numerology, geometry, body language, and spirit guides. And we often see amazing things. Like yesterday, someone didn't even tell me that they had a deceased loved one, and their father came forward and really wanted to talk to this person. And so I even get surprised. King Solomon came in one of our pieces a few days ago, talking to us. Christ, Buddha, Odin, all these energies have a specific message and a specific understanding or download for us. So it gets really exciting. So welcome. This is a labradorite stone known as the heart of the dragon I'm putting around on your piece. So take a deep breath and have the heart of a child, all giggly giggly, and we're ready to go. Oh, and if I hear a song, this song is for you. Probably only one word or maybe one sentence is for you. So just whatever song ends up coming to me. "6 o'clock already, I was just in the middle of a dream. I was kissing Valentino by a pretty blue Italian stream. But I can't be late because I guess I just won't get paid. But these are the days when you wished your bed was already made. It's just another manic Monday. I wish it were Sunday, 'cause that's my fun day. And I won't have to run day. Just another manic Monday. Have to catch an early train. Have to be back by 9 or night. I don't know what the words are. So you're going to have some very interesting energies coming forward for you. The Santa Claus, the Christmas tree, and you're right here, and you're speaking, and there's this white elephant that is your spirit guide. Happy elephant, running elephant, free elephant. So free. Can you imagine? So happy. You have hearts everywhere, just like I saw. Ah ha ha ha. This is a rabbit and a holy dove, both. We are in the year of the white water rabbit, and so you have this rabbit. Think of Alice in Wonderland that followed the white rabbit down the rabbit hole. That's where we are. You have a star here. So let me look at your body language and see what's going on here. There's a man below you or a boy that is an energy that is, you're in a boat, so you're in the eye of the needle. You are learning to stay in that balance of the eye of the needle. That's like there's a male and a female, and they have crowns, and there's a church with a steeple. A very interesting church. I don't know if this is a church. This looks like the Egyptian Book of Gates, too. It's a crown. And you are in a boat. And you have lots of stars and lots of magical things. And you have this beautiful whale above your head. And a dragonfly and water. So there's all these people in this particular church, and there's two people together here, like a male and a female. And you have hearts everywhere. This is and a heart over their head as well. And you're holding a wand. And the wand looks like lightning, and it's going inside the mind of the female and the male. And a church. This person has a whale on their head too. I don't know if this is a relative, someone in your past or whatever, but they have the whale as well. It's usually when I see spirit guides that are synonymous with yours, it's a symbol of someone in your spiritual family. You have this cow. The cow has a whole new castle on their head. It's a whole new land or place. And that as well is a church. But the church may be a representation of the Egyptian Book of Gates. You're a compass. You're an architect. Okay. You know what, you guys? When I do readings for you and I see stuff like this, they're going to tell you to look this up, 8663. We need to go to school. I mean, this is a lot for me to tell you. Well, you're supposed to have, you're going to end up being like a church. You're going to end up having a place where you teach people. You're going to be a pivotal part of the ascension. You are the heart that awakens other people's hearts. You're like Santa Claus. You're going to bring them gifts, and they don't know where it came from, but they're going to be... think of the song, "You lift me up when I was something, something mountains. Oh, you raise me up." Yeah, you're going to help raise people up through your heart. Many things you're going to do, but okay, the architect is these people that look like churches. This is the compass. And the phallus of Osiris is the steeple. Yay. And this is your boat. It goes zoom, zoom. Bubbles is a symbol of speaking of things on high. You have, oh, wow. Yeah, Oh, yeah, you have relatives around you. You have the 7-pointed thing that looks like the Statue of Liberty, which is really the symbol of Mithra. Mithra is the 7-pointed crown. It is the original Christ, and it was androgynous, both male and female, which is why our Statue of Liberty looks both male and female. It's actually Mithra. It's a secret. Shh. You're here to raise the consciousness in the hearts of many. And why do you have this mother, father energy everywhere? There's you're going to go through many different things in your life, especially in the year 2023. This year is your mirror phase. It's your phase of fighting with God. Hearing the divine order of God is a symbol of the whale. Being in the belly of the whale is a symbol of kind of not hearing or not wanting to avoid or not understanding the voice of God, and not wanting to, I'm kind of not wanting, a little afraid to know whose voice is what voice. Like, who is the voice of the jerks and who is the voice of the light, right? And you have nothing to worry about, because your heart is going to lead you exactly where you need to go. You have hearts everywhere. Like, literally, this Santa Claus is holding a heart. But it's also like an older woman, and she is looking at herself in the mirror. This may be, someone in your family or somebody, a spirit guide or something. But it's connected to the dragon. The year 2024 is the year of the dragon. So this is going to be a symbol of that. And this person is looking in a mirror, which looks like the Vesica Piscis. You should, a lot of people who get readings from me, Spirit is telling you to please try doing this. It's like Spirit wants everyone to be a scryer. So you're in you're going to go through more of a mirror phase of seeing yourself as less you and more spirit. Do you ever feel like you have aliens near you? Let me look at your comments. Oh, I know what this is. There are these people on this planet with big eyes. And they are helping with downloads. And here you are drawing, but your hands aren't your hands. One of your hands is doing something here. Your hands are bumblebees. This means you need to eat honey to be an oracle and to get into your psychic abilities. To be able to do this, you should eat honey every day. You have a ram here. These are star system communications. You have Aries here. Canis major or minor down here. A piece of you was left behind in another world. I don't know how it works, but we shifted frequencies where our consciousness went to a parallel body, leaving behind the age of Pisces. Age of Pisces is dying, so we feel like we're dying because we're so connected to that age. And unfortunately, that age is connected to this creature. But luckily we're leaving it, so I won't say anything about that. All of your trees have snow on them. And this Christmas energy is your elephant is kissing the Santa Claus. And I just see good things for you. I just see nothing but good things for you. You're going to be doing a lot of things. You're an architect, and I'm going to explain what an architect does. And you should go to school for this, because the explanation of the architect could take a long time to convey. Okay, so you see how the cow is going into the white elephant, and the white elephant is larger than the cow? This means we're going into a new realm. We're going into a new energy. We're going through a photon belt that looks like a giant star. Like literally, we are shifting in such a great way that, oh my gosh, it's huge. And you're the architect. So here's what you need to be doing. I'm going to put you through a school that would take a week to teach you in 5 minutes. So the master architect was Thoth. The architect is known as the compass. Looks like a boomerang. An architect is someone who creates worlds. So here you are speaking a new world into existence. You're connected to the seraphim angels. They're the singers. They're the ones who create through sound and imagination. The belly of the whale and the whale energy is, you are a shifter of mountains, and you move realities from a dark star to a light star. Here you are holding the wand, but you're holding the compass, and it looks like a church. So it gets very complicated. If you read the Emerald Tablets, they talk about becoming a master of, or becoming the master architect. if you could hear the voice of your higher self and you begin to go through a school of studying, you might get into light language. You will want to get into envisioning mandalas, or even coloring mandalas or creating mandalas. The only metaphor that I can give you that I know of, without getting my tongue twisted, is the last Memsey. The last Memsey had the white rabbit. This rabbit is right there in your face. The white rabbit asked these children to create light language with something like envisioning a mandala, and a star, and many things. And what you're doing is you are actually opening portals and creating realities, or doing something. According to your reading, the old earth is going into an elephant, or a new earth, a new white, bigger place. It's bigger. We're leaving the number 12. We're going to the number 13, which is why you're at 13 o'clock. Your happy elephant, white elephant, is kissing the Santa on the face, saying goodbye, Christmas. Goodbye, number 12. We're going to a new number. And so your ascension, when you were 12 years old, you merged your flesh with spirit. Spirit now dominates your flesh like a star on your tree. You have become illuminated through understanding, truth, and life. You are becoming a gift to the world. You have gone up Jacob's ladder to the blazing star of Solomon. You are leaving behind 12 hours, 12 months, 12 zodiac signs, just like Jesus left the Bible at 12. You are at 13. So you say that, maybe you don't feel very strong spiritually, or maybe you're not, or what. You're very powerful, and you're in a boat. That's because you're in the Vesica Piscis, as you know. The Vesica Piscis is a boat. And this symbol is the symbol of the Egyptian Book of Gates. The goddess of the gates. No kidding, I'm going to have to show it in your video. The goddess of the gates looks like this. In the Egyptian Book of Gates. Looks just like a church. And the Egyptian Book of Gates is the boat. But you cannot get into a realm or a world until you go past the goddess. But somehow you have to create it. You have to envision it. You're like the two kids on the last Memsey. The rabbit starts talking to you, however it made that sound, and the kids began creating mandalas. And these mandalas shifted reality in a very energetic way. And they began to perform miracles. And they began to levitate things. And they began to perform miracles. And they began to levitate things. They had shifted the entire... It's glitching. Yeah, I'm glitching. Hold on a second. Let me make sure I don't keep glitching. Yeah, bell time. Queen Karma, bell time. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, let's ring the bell. this compass is on the top of churches, and she is the keeper of the gates. And you're going to be looking at, maybe watch the not the golden compass, but the last Mimsy. The kids got the rabbit. The rabbit talked to them about creating worlds and portals, shifting realities. And so you are a master architect. And you're going to be doing things on the spirit realm. It's going to take you envision. You are a master architect. And you're going to be doing things on the spirit realm. It's going to take you envisioning things. You're going to have to learn how to envision very strongly. Your spirit may ask you to envision certain sacred geometrical shapes over the earth at this time. Or even seeing mandalas over the earth. Or over certain planets. Or even over certain planets. Certain shapes. So as the architect, you're going to be creating through light language, mandalas, and lots of envisioning. Read the Emerald Tablets. Thoth was a master architect. There's a lot that goes into it. Oh my gosh, I don't know if I have the inventory in my mind to know anything about the architect. But I'll look into it for you. I know enough. I've read the Emerald Tablets. It's about maintaining consciousness. It's about that you will do things on the astral realm. But you need to use your mind in unison with your double self in order to do what the White Rabbit says and create these mandalas through light language. Light language could just be do what the White Rabbit says and create these mandalas through light language. Light language could just be whatever comes to you, say it. Whatever comes through you, you can see those bubbles going up. That's you. That's light language. There's the White Rabbit. The new earth is way more joyful than the cow. The compass hitting the heart in the center of the third eye. The male and the female coming together. And going through this star system, they say we're going through a photon belt that we only go through every 11,000 years. But according to you, and according to many pieces of art that I've created, we are going through it now, and it's a star. You have energies that are with you spiritually. You have people with you. You have a male and a female here, this older woman here, and the people with you. You have a male and a female here, this older woman here, and these people with large eyes. These are people who will speak to you through your mirror. I don't think this is alien. It could be, though. They have the architect symbol on their clothing. It's the letter V. Oh. Oh, I know what that is. Okay. When you take this and put it with this, like in the Freemasons, and you put it up against a mirror, it makes M and W. This makes the net. Right? So, the Freemasons, the Master Mason is MM, right? This symbol is the architect. But when you put it up against a mirror, this symbol with this symbol, it makes M, W, and this is the net. It's the master of the net. Man and woman. You have man and woman. You have MM there. And then you have that W symbol at the bottom. But see, here's the secret. The V is from the Vril Society. VRILL. The Vril, it was actually VRI11, the number 11. It's connected to Hitler and a woman named her name starts with an M. Anyway, they created a way to go to a new world. They were architects. I'm not sure if they were the good guys or the bad guys, but anyway, it's a secret. M and W, the master of the net. It makes a net. That's the net. This is the ethereal body. This is the net. The master of the net. Well, trust yourself when it comes to these concepts. Trust your voice. You have the ability to affect people and affect worlds and affect people's minds. This lightning going to this woman's eye. But you have to use it responsibly. And so we all are going to learn this, that we have to be super responsible with our new gifts. And we have to practice it. It's like the last Memsy, when you see the white rabbit, Alice in Wonderland, you're going to go down a rabbit hole. Or the last Memsy rabbit, or Donnie Darko rabbit. The white rabbit has a dark side and a light side. There's a bad side and a good side. And there are bad truths and good truths. But the Master Mason, they're supposed to be the good guys. Why they don't allow females, that's another thing. But it's a new world, and that's what the architect is. But you're going to learn things your way, the way the rabbit talks to you. And you're going to use your heart to do it. And you should do what I do a little bit, but you should eat honey to activate yourself a little more, to hear the voice of spirit a little more. There's the rabbit again. There's the holy dove, and there's 2024. This is the dragon. You have another bluebird, like a blue avian here. So let me just show you what, if you were, okay, this is a boat anchor, okay? And it's a man. It's an anchor. And the top of the head of this man is a castle. It's an entire realm. It's a body of a god that anchors you in a new world. Let me show you what I mean by that. I've seen that before. It's so much like Hogwarts, it's not even funny. So when I created this art right here, this is Hogwarts. When there's a castle on top of the head, this is a body of a god that we go through to learn understandings in order to become an architect. So when you go to the land of Dumbledore, it's not that you meet this man named Dumbledore. It's that someone there has the ability to speak from the realm of time of the energy that is the foundation of a God, which is the body of a reality. Many of us moved through the body of Christ. In Christ, yes, there was a man that was the embodiment of the age of Pisces and the age of rebirthing ourselves and stepping from manhood to godhood and all these things. But this is a foundation of a God who can manifest as a man within that world, but the entire world is the body of an energy that some people call God. And God is maybe the age of Aquarius, or maybe a parallel reality. And so this God is like a Dumbledore underneath the foundation of an entire reality, which manifests many other. If people can tap into the foundation of that God and speak from the voice of that God, they would become master architects of that realm, creating a new realm, creating a new earth, creating a new foundation, creating a new reality, a perfected reality, a reality that isn't like the one we left from. It's larger. It's a little bit better than the one we left. It's more expanded. It's a little left from. It's larger. It's a little bit better than the one we left. It's more expanded. It's a little more free. You can see that the elephant is super happy. Look how happy the elephant is. Incredibly white. The wind is blowing the elephant. Elephant kissing Christmas goodbye. Kissing the age of Pisces. Kissing the number 12 goodbye. And welcome to, the new world, where we can fly somehow like a fish swims underwater. And there are people who will be called to go to school and learn to become the architect. And I don't know if I have the ability to tell you all the intricacies and the many teachings and the many learnings of the master architect. See, when you become a master architect, you mentally build worlds. Not by yourself, by the divine. You have the ability to tap into the foundation of Dumbledore. So much that this Dumbledore says, build this, do this. This is what this world is supposed to look like, right? And if you're not doing it now, that's okay. You're a first-year Hogwarts person, maybe, and we are just going into the school and we're just learning and we're a little bit afraid, and Spirit pulls your pigtail and says, "Ha ha ha! Don't take it so seriously. It's actually going to be quite fun." And so this Dumbledore character wants to talk to you. So out of his ear comes this thing. It's a horn. And out of the horn it says, 5D. You're going to be hearing the voice of a 5D reality, the fifth density, where we couldn't hear it before. Now we're going to hear it. And he's a boat anchor because he anchors our boat in a permanent reality until we're done with it. Then when we're done with that reality, we go to another one. We go to another body. Once we're done with that, I don't know how long the bodies take, but the Aztecs say 627 years each time, but I don't know. Oh, Harry Potter isn't dark at all. It's actually the same allegory as the story of Christ, numerically and symbolically. Harry Potter has 11 letters in his name. Jesus Christ has 11 letters in his. Jesus left at age 12 out of the Bible. Harry Potter left the Muggles at age 12. And Harry Potter died for his friends. So did Christ. And Harry Potter had to fight a reptilian Voldemort. So did Christ. It's the same story, but it's different because it's giving us an example collectively to envision a new place. Different because it's giving us an example collectively to envision a new place where we can fly, create something out of nothing, have magic, have power, use our minds for wonderful things. You should watch it again with that in mind, knowing that there are many parallel worlds and realities. And the reason we're here is to bring our ship into a very foggy place known as the Age of Pisces, clear it out, forgive it, and make a better place. That's what the Master Architect does. That's why you're here, Michelle. You're here to look at the world and record it. You're a jerk, you're a jerk, you're nice. You're nice, you're nice, you're a jerk. That's nice, that's true, that's true. That's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong. By the time you're 40, 50, 60, however years old, you have recorded enough of this reality to know what would be the better earth. And so you've been entrusted to do this. Now an egg is hatching within you. You've been entrusted to do this. Now an egg is hatching within you, which is the voice of your higher self, who may lead you to go ahead and step forward to speak your light language and to create that new world through your imagination. So you're looking up, seek first the kingdom of God, don't look down, and you will be anchored strongly in this new place. And this new place is a place of love. So much love here. Love, 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 love. So much love. Maybe a little jerk energy over here. But, oh, it's a Harry Potter. That looks like Harry Potter right there too. Yeah, if you don't like Harry Potter, then Dorothy. It's the same story. Dorothy and Harry Potter are the exact same story, except one is male and one is female. Both of their parents died. Both of them lived with their aunts and uncles. Both of their names have 11 letters. Both of them left at 12. Both of them left the letter MU, Munchkins and Muggles, which is the moon energy. Both of them had to overcome the number 7, the 7 Horcruxes and the 7 colors of the rainbow. Both of them had to fight a reptilian energy, reptilian Wicked Witch or reptilian Voldemort. Horcruxes and the 7 colors of the rainbow. Both of them had to fight a reptilian energy, reptilian Wicked Witch or reptilian Voldemort. Both of them had to release their dog, the Toto or Sirius Black the dog. Both of them were a witch or a wizard. And both of them realized they had the power all along. What else? Any other allegory? Synonymous allegory? Yeah, one was a male, one was a female. They were both a witch or a wizard. It's the same story. Yeah, one was a male, one was a female. They were both a witch or a wizard. It's the same story. What is a witch and a wizard? I think that the word witch and wizard has been tainted. If you think that the word witch means someone who uses black magic outside of the divine order of God and is out for selfish reasons to cause chaos, to bring destruction and pain to children or animals or anything else, then we need to change that word. I like to use the word oracle. The oracle was written in the Bible 23 times. And the oracle is the voice of God. If any man speak, let them speak as the voice of the oracle. So if you don't like witch or wizard, use oracle. But we are meant to have power. We're meant to grow spiritually. We're not meant to stay the same. It's been promised. It's been written. The dark has stolen all of symbology and flipped it to the dark side. Yes and no. So if you're in the moon energy and you're in the darkness and the god of the moon was named Sin, then you will see how do I say this without getting in trouble? You will see the word www as the Wicked Witch of the West, or the World Wide Web. And you will see the letter W as the witch or the wizard, right? Wizard, right? And you will see the worst because you're afraid of it, because the Holy Spirit hasn't told you the truth yet. Because the Holy Spirit hasn't told you the truth yet. But the thing is when you start seeing from heavenly perspective, from the illuminated perspective, from the sun, you are in a mirror world. You don't see W's, you see M's. And it is the opposite of what they see. And so if you see the letter M, you may understand that Christ, his original name was Mithra. And he was Mary and Mithra. He was the MM. And Mithra came from Armenia, which is why the ark is named AR. And this is where they found the ark. The god of Armenia was named R. And you'll know that the reason Jesus' mother self-impregnated was because the androgynous ones were both male and female. They were the original Adam and Eve that was not cut, Eve from Adam, that still existed. They self-impregnated. So the Mithra and the Mary is the M's, the Mother Mary. And the W's, that's what they see is, there's... there's pictures of Christ holding a wand, or not pictures, but stone carvings of Christ holding a wand. And Harry Potter's wand is 11 inches long. And the M's and W's, if you look at Solomon's seal, the seal of Solomon, it looks like this. And he's a bearded man. It's cut in half. He's a bearded man, and the beard goes like this, and it goes like this. And then there's a reflection of his beard in the water, and it goes like that. It's a mirror world. The letter M and W is the opposite of each other, but once you balance and understand both worlds, then you become a master of the net. And the master of the net is the M and the W coming together, the male and the female. But this awakening takes a lot of studying. A lot. To not be afraid of what you're hearing and what you know. Okay, looking at comments now. Yeah. See, the Egyptians say that the sun god was Ra, but that's the mirror world. The actual name of God was Ar. This is where Armageddon comes from, the ark. How great thou art. And was both male and female. Was both male and female. By the way, Mithra was both male and female. Yeah, so everything's the opposite. This is probably why the play on words is the myth of Ra. Mithra. It's actually R. A-R. Oh, you know what? Oh, you know what? And this does look like pearls, doesn't it? It looks like pearls too. So many people are going to follow your energy. You think you're just you. You're not. You think you're just you. You are not. You affect many realms and realities and awaken many hearts in many different places. Your actions and everything that you're doing is being seen on unseen realms. There are thousands, literally thousands of people waiting to go into the world that you're going to create. And you don't do it alone. Your higher self will help you. There are literally thousands waiting for you to finish building the church. You have to envision a lot of things. You'll be led to it. It may take years. Don't worry. You're not behind. You're in perfect timing. You're late. A wizard is never late. A wizard is always on time. You have this older woman above you kissing your head. I don't know who this is, but it's somebody giving you encouragement. It's going to be okay. Think of Harry Potter when they were in the boat. First, they were on the train. The train represents the number 11 on the tracks. And the lead of the train transmuting from lead to gold, which puts a light on the train. And then the steam of the train is burning away all that is false. When you get off the train, those kids got on a boat. They went over the river of forgetfulness or the river of time. And then they went from the boat to Hogwarts. So if we are in the boat, we are in the in-between place. We're waiting to hear the voice of our higher self so that we may proceed and do what we're meant to do. And all you have to do is begin meditating and using your voice, using light language, creating mandalas, and envisioning what you think the new earth would be like. What do you think a perfect world would be like? Begin to write a story about it. Do something here where you're writing about it. Because if you write about this new world, then it will be created. You're not late, Michelle. You're not late. You're not just you is the thing. I don't know how it works, but there's a parallel you and a future you and all of you guys are somehow working together. And I don't know how it works necessarily. I have ideas, but you couldn't do it alone. Anyway, you have lots of spirit guides and you have lots of parallel selves that are also working. All of you guys are working together. And eventually, pieces of ourselves start to come back together. I don't know how it works. But this is the Great Awakening. This is the opening of the veil. And the truths that are pouring out are just like, what? No way. That can't be. No, this is not a collective reading. This is for Michelle. Oh, hello. Hello, true to you. So good to see you, darling. If you have any traumas left that is in any way keeping you from anything, it's the whale on your head. It's the Jonah and the whale. This is a spirit guide that is teaching you to become small. So, a whale is large, you're very tall. These people are small. In order to get into this kingdom, you have to be tiny. How do you shrink yourself and diminish yourself? That's what you're learning to do, is become invisible. To become invisible, in order to shrink ourselves, let me get another piece of paper. We have to recapitulate. Here you are, heavy, with memories of your past. And each time you do a breathing exercise of breathing in or breathing out, and you remote view your past and you breathe in all your energy that you gave away and breathe out the memory of you and them, thereby obliviating and erasing you, you shrink yourself. It is good to shrink yourself, because to be heavy or heavy with low self-worth, self-importance, ignorance, shame, narcissism, addictions, sick fixations, makes us very heavy like a boat anchor. And we cannot enter these places unless we have become as light as a feather, like as light as a bubble. You have those bubbles in your piece, as light as a bubble. Every time we recapitulate, every day, we breathe in and we focus on who we were and we erase it. We diminish ourselves and we shrink ourselves. We become invisible, and the more we shrink, the bigger our spirit gets. Who is immortal and who is us and who can create worlds and can do amazing things. So we have to shrink ego and pain and shame and get small in order to make it into these new places. So that whale, you're learning to become tiny and to be as light as a feather through breathing techniques, recapitulation. And that's the symbol of the dragonfly. The dragonfly is about going into your past, recapitulating, breathing, and letting go. Letting go. It is not the physical body that is powerful, it's the spirit. It's not the power of the physical body that is destructive, but the opening that he makes in his enemy's ethereal body. He can hurl into that opening a force that rips through the ethereal net to cause major damage. A person may receive what seems at the time only a gentle hit, but hours or perhaps later the person may die from that blow. This is about your ethereal net, your spirit body, knowing how to use your spirit body. The recapitulation of going into your past and breathing back in through inhalation, exhalation, and head sweeping motion helps to dissolve our preconceptions. It takes skill and concentration to reach the double. This is your born again self, your birth self. Right now, you are using your ethereal part to some extent. You are half asleep, but some part of you is awake and alert. Now, you are using your ethereal part to some extent. You are half asleep, but some part of you is awake and alert. It can hear me and sense my presence. You can inadvertently create an opening in the ethereal net and lose vast amounts of energy, precious energy that is necessary to maintain a certain level of clarity and control in your life. Your double self is a massive energy. See if I can read something else here for you. Being aware of time, for example, can make a man's lifespan several hundred years. That's absurd, I said. How can a man live that long? Being aware of time is a special state of awareness that prevents us from aging quickly and dying in a few decades. There is a belief handed down from the ancient sorcerers that if we would be able to use our bodies as weapons, or put in modern terms, if we would empty our warehouses, this is the recapitulation, we would be able to slip out of the world to roam elsewhere. Where would we go? To the realm of not being, to the shadows world. It is believed that once our warehouse is empty, we would become so light that we could soar through the void and nothing could hinder our flight. Then we could return to this world youthful and renewed. So this is about living forever. This is about the art of living forever and how to do it. This is what your spirit wants you to do. Yes, this book was written by Carlos Castañeda's student, Don Juan. The teachings of Don Juan and Carlos Castañeda. The Sorcerer's Crossing. Spirit brought it to me. is something that it really resonates with me, and my higher self agrees. And I see these examples everywhere, including that I've met many ascended masters on the spirit realm who agrees with a lot of these concepts. Egyptians call it the master of the net. And you become a master of the ethereal net, which is your luminous light body. You're so welcome. Yes, eternal life, yes. But it takes work. People think that they can just say a prayer, get baptized, and that's it. Not true. Yes, eternal life, yes. But it takes work. People think that they can just say a prayer, get baptized, and that's it. Not true. It takes work. And please study the master of the architect. You need to understand what spiritually speaking, what an architect is. Watch The Last Mimsy. That is the architect. The architect. So feel free to take a picture. I'm going to hold it right here. You can take a picture now or later when I post this video on YouTube. Yes, I would suggest reading the Emerald Tablets. In layman's terms, almost just don't, you don't have to read it from its ancient origins. You can, I don't have a specific book for you, but the Emerald Tablets talks about the master architect. The secrets go to the Freemasons. The Freemasons know about the architect. The architect are masters of the net. You should get into alchemy, symbology, and light language. Things like that. We talk about a lot of these things in my live. So if you're led to be here on the live, I just ordered some books of the Enochian language of the angels. And I will be presenting that book to you guys once I get it in the mail. It was like $100 for that book. So I will show you guys the book of the Enochian language of the angels from the book of from the followers of Enoch. And these are people who are architects. But to become an architect, you can't be foolish with your time or your energy. If you meddle too much into the world of the material or in your own feelings or indulging and all that stuff, you'll miss the boat. And I'm not saying that anyone's behind or anyone's late, but it's not really time to be too distracted right now. We have to focus on working our spiritual muscles, so to speak. This is why I go live every day. I don't have to do this, but I'm obedient to Spirit who wants me to work my muscles, so to speak, spiritually. It reminds me of this song, Silent Lucidity. If you open your mind for me, you won't rely on open eyes to see. The world you build within comes tumbling down and a new world will begin. The world that we build within will come tumbling down and a new world will begin. Living twice and once you learn, you're safe from pain and the dream domain, your soul set free to fly. A round-trip journey in your head, master of delusion, can you realize your dream's alive? You can be the God, but I will be watching over you. We're gonna help to see you through. We'll protect you in the night. I'm smiling next to you in silent lucidity. It's basically a song. And then it says, you are in a dream If you persist in all efforts, you will achieve freedom control. And that's true. Yes, if you want to watch this live, go to Mary Moses Arts on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much, Queen Karma. You guys make sure to follow Queen Karma as well. Because I'm feeling like being so nice today. Thank you, Michelle, for teaching us about the Master Architect. Boy, oh boy, do we have a lot of studying to do, don't we? My, my. Oh, me, oh, my. Oh, my, oh, me. To be in a boat means you are in the eye of the needle. Is the eye of the needle good? Yes. All right. You must follow me if you want a reading. Give me your first name and tell me where you want that you want to see where you are spiritually. Okay? You're so welcome, Michelle. You want to do a collective read? Everyone here? Do you guys want to know about what is supposed to be happening in the future for us collectively? Let's do it. This is a collective read. Everybody focus their attention on their heart chakra, seeing a rainbow, a pastel-looking rainbow coming out of their heart. And these rainbows unite into a beautiful bow, like they're holding hands. And the rainbow becomes one big giant heart, and we feel really good under the umbrella of love. All right? What is this? What is the communication of spirit to all of us today? We're going to begin it like a timeline. Let's begin it here. All of you guys, all of you listening today need to recapitulate your inner child. All of you guys, all of us, need to continue our recapitulation of our childhood every day in order to move up. Breathing in the fibers of energy that we opened and let go. Where we died from pain and we need to bring ourselves back to life again. We need to take energies that were lies and take responsibility. If you have to, if you were tied up, taken away, and held for ransom, and abused by a father, mother, grandfather, sister, uncle, brother, they were you. In order to forgive, you have to say, I abused myself. And somehow I, as a consequence or as an understanding, had to understand what it felt like to be narcissistic and to be under the narcissistic control. So to take the responsibility that you were these people, they were mirrors of you, then you can just let it go because that's not you anymore. Recapitulating is erasing yourself and erasing those people because you are erasing yourself and birthing into a new self. You're no longer a caterpillar. You're growing into a butterfly. That's the first lesson for us all. Every single day for forever, we have to recapitulate our fibers back into ourselves. And not have, if you get triggered by anything anyone says, then you still have self-importance. If you are, if you have low self-worth and you want people to love you, love you, love you, love you, please see me, please love me, please see me, please love me, then you have low self-worth. You have to recapitulate to get your energy back. So these are the two male and females looking down. This is your past. You don't look down to dig up dead bones of pain. You do it to erase yourself and erase those people. Let's move forward. From there, you're going to empty your warehouse so much that you're going to be a teacher. You're going to have blue avian energy. You're going to see sacred geometrical shapes and know how to use them. And you're going to become like a bird. The light is a feather, and people are going to listen to you and learn from you. And they are going to grow through your energy. Recapitulate to have enough power to do this. You think that your higher self is not alive, and that's not true. Your higher self is absolutely alive and wants you to wear them on your head like a golden crown and be part of your mind. To wear them on your head like a golden crown and be part of your mind. You and your higher self work as a team. And you will become like a master architect, a realm, a church, which teaches many young souls who are very lost and very confused. You will become the Great Mother. And it doesn't matter if you're male or not. You can still become the Great Mother. There is a male listening right now. Teaching them how to let go as well. Throwing up. The age of Aquarius. Why is the pot being tipped out? We are erasing ourselves. We are letting go of who we were. Erasing our past forever. All these people reflect both our male and female energies and tendencies. Our mother and our father, who either loved us or didn't, they were us. We just didn't know. We still don't know. We are them. If we were hurt, we hurt ourselves on a different timeline. And we experience that pain from this perspective. It is nobody's fault. This awakening makes us realize that we are more than ourselves, and we must forgive and move on. Let's move on from there. I don't know why it says Valhalla. My daughter's into Norse mythology. I'm not that big into it, but it says Valhalla. So You sincerely step into your godhood, whatever that means for you. Some of you guys are turning into, I don't know what. A lot of wings, a lot of birds, a lot of rabbits, a lot of spirits, a lot of being a master, a lot of becoming a judge, being able to manifest as anything you want, being able to take the shape of whatever you want, to go back into time if you want to. Time traveler. Go through portals if you want. You're going to have many, many abilities. Have something coming out of your eyes. Having some kind of power. Having the shining eyes. The shining ones. This is some man watching right now. He's a shining one. Shining coming out of his eyes. Putting spells of light in places of darkness. Helping people mentally from the unseen world. Yes. Helping people mentally from the unseen world. So, blame? No. We don't blame anymore. Or say, hey, you didn't give me enough. You didn't love me enough. Well, we didn't love ourselves enough. Something happened. We did it to ourselves somehow. No more shame and blame. Let it go. That's what the age of Aquarius is. The pot, letting it go. Just know that we had the Jinn in us. And this Jinn made us jerks. So let us just take the responsibility and no more shame and blame. Let it go. And love our inner child and our adult mishaps. And erase it. Obliviate it. It never happened. We have the ability to change the past and the future. So to make it better, we have to get rid of the pain. And this is how you save the 144,000. It's the golden egg. You are the master of your universe. If everyone's a mirror of you, then yeah. So I hope that doesn't mean that we're going to die. I mean, that says Valhalla. I couldn't imagine that that's what that means. But this is a message for all of us. Recapitulate our past. Know that we are half flesh, half spirit. Become a teacher. Teach. Lead people to the light. If that's Valhalla, fine, Valhalla. Lead people to the kingdom of heaven. You're going to the light. If that's Valhalla, fine, Valhalla. Lead people to the kingdom of heaven. We're going to learn things. Time travel. Judging. Many of you guys are going to start doing some amazing stuff. I see goodness. I don't see anything bad. I see the Ezekiel wheel again. Oh, what? The entire realm of the top part is the dragon. There's the ear of the dragon right there. Say, what? That's so funny. So yeah, the year of the dragon. So that's the year of the rabbit. This is the year of the dragon. The year of the dragon is going to be awesome. Total, like, it looks like we're going to be free for some of us. I don't know about all of us, but looks like if we can recapitulate the false self, the Pinocchio, and forgive it for them treating us like we weren't real, then we will experience wonderful gifts of love and forgiveness and freedom. And you think the dragon's a jerk? It's not. It's actually the great mother. So Valhalla is, there's many halls of Valhalla. That's why the word hall is in there. There are many halls. Freya is one of the halls. And one of you guys here, it doesn't mean you have to be on here. You could just be watching me. Your consciousness is going into a hall of Valhalla. Doesn't mean we all are. One of you, and it's a good thing. See, it's somebody with their eyes closed. Remember, this is a collective reading, so one of you is like into Norse mythology and you believe you're going to Valhalla, you're going to the Hall of Valhalla, that's where you're going. One of you has false perceptions of the world. Can you see that before I even bring that out? So you know I'm not... Do you see that? I know you know what that is. This is a false god that makes people who are like Pinocchio, who are not real, serve it. And one of you has your ethereal net is in shreds, torn, because of false religions, false this. And your energy is going out. You're losing a lot of power. You have an angel trying to help you. One of you is looking into the past of someone who died or is sick. One of you is a light, someone who can see with lights, the eyes of light like you are. A shining one. You know, Noah had lights coming out of his eyes. And there's something about that. You seeing the voice of spirit. One of you is the architect and is becoming half flesh, half spirit. One of you is holding Ezekiel's wheel. So it doesn't mean that we're all going to die, no. But one of you is passing into the halls of Valhalla. There are many halls of Valhalla. To get eaten by the dragon is in alchemy a good thing. It means that you go into the halls of God. You cannot go into the halls of God unless you get eaten by the dragon according to alchemy. So someone going into the hall in the mouth of the dragon is an alchemical symbol of going into the halls of God. It's a very positive thing. I don't see very much negativity. I see that if we can recapitulate, if we can let go and take responsibility for everything, then we get past this Egyptian book of gates here, and we get past this architect compass, and we go up here. This is the halls of the gods. We get to hear the voices of the gods. and we begin to learn and use ourselves accordingly. It's a very positive read for all of us. But if you do not recapitulate, then you stay down here for some of us. This is the cow, this is Gaia. This is the baptism of water. This is people who have not let go of the past. They have not been rebirthed. They still serve this person through false religions. Their ethereal net is torn to shreds. But if we can recapitulate, we can go past the Egyptian Book of Gates to Aquarius, the pot being spilled out and erasing ourselves, but rebirthing as a new being. You're so welcome. You know, I'm not going to paint this, but you guys can take a picture and try to paint it if you want to. Let me hold it just like this. And you can try to pick out the all of the symbols and see what Spirit is saying to us about the year 2023 and the year 2024. So this is a collective reading. Just know that there's a lot of things going on. The people under here, you guys have some forgiveness to do. The people up here, you've gone through your forgiveness. The person over here, you are going into the mouth of the dragon. It's an alchemical symbol of going into the halls of the gods. Like birds. Oh, you see the lion's face too? If you see a lion's face, then you are seeing your subconscious mind tell you that you are in the fire and you are under the energy of the lion, possibly. Remember, forgiveness is not a kind act, always. It's cutting them out of your life and burning even their very memory from your mind so that their energy doesn't affect you or infect you. Yeah, it's so cool. You guys have some good energy. You guys have some good vibes. Really good vibes. You can see the master architect is the goddess of the gates. This is an Egyptian thing. I don't know if Michelle knew how important she is, her energy is. It always surprises me if I read for someone and they don't know about this, and yet it comes forward in their art. It's like, oh my gosh, how am I going to explain this to you? You know? But that symbol is legit the Egyptian Book of Gates symbol. That. And it's realms of time. And we shift through realms of time like timelines. Yes, Egypt. I have been on this live since 11 o'clock this morning. You say, what? I have a reading tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Central Time. If you would like to take a chance on having a free reading then, come back then and pretend it's your birthday. Maybe we'll even light a candle and let you blow it out as a birthday present, even if it's not your birthday. Let's continue to recapitulate and envision. Follow me on Mary Moses Arts. I'm making videos on meditations to how to strengthen your ethereal net and your double self. Sometimes dancing with envisioning and sound is so powerful. And so follow Mary Moses Art there, and that's where these videos go anyway. So if you don't want to miss something, you can go there. If you didn't get a screenshot of something, or if you missed the name of the book that we mentioned, you can go back and watch those videos. But I love you. I will see you guys tomorrow. Please make sure to follow my moderator, Queen Karma, who makes amazing things and does some spiritual things with her hands, like crystal necklaces, and she takes pictures and sees deities or gods or goddesses above your house and all of this. She's going to get a website soon, so I can send you straight to her website. And we will be going live on YouTube a lot too. So if you don't find us here, you can always find us on Mary Moses Art YouTube. If you would like a reading, go to forestfairy.com. I will tell you that there is about a week's wait so far. And it will start getting backed up, where my next available date won't be until February 20th. So just be aware that there will be a short wait time if you do order on forestfairy.com. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. Think about what Spirit said. And I think we should take things seriously and keep things really sacred, right? The truths that come into your heart are very serious. And we should leave behind the world that is fake and go to the world that is real. And take that seriously, not this world, right? Love you too. Thank you guys. Love you guys. Bye-bye.